did you get injured, bro?
I don't really talk about my injury too much. I'd be here lying if I didn't say I didn't push myself. But I was pushing myself within the zones, and then I ended up tearing I had a full tear of my gastrocnemius calf muscle.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of Shop Sister Podcast. My name is Raul Ramos, and finally, we are here at the Vermosa's Sports Hub Santa Ficus Lab. No? Yes, what a privilege to be here today. And by the way, feel free to follow us on our YouTube page, Spotify. We also have short form content on Instagram, Threads, TikTok. All right. So today we have a very special guest, bro, because our topic is about injury prevention, rehab, and bouncing back from injury. And today we have Mr. Paolo Sauler.
Yes, sir.
Sir Paolo.
Yes.
Nice, and welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, just a little background on how you started. I already met you. Tapos, you were quite stocky at the time.
Yes.
Diba? This is way back in the pandemic. Pero I know that you started triathlon way back before.
Yes.
You had the hiatus and then you came back.
Yes. Just last year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
I started actually my my multi-sport journey with fitness first. That was back in 2010. And during that journey I completed two 70.3s in CAMSOR when they used to have the CAMSOR 70.3s. And then along the way
I also qualified for a world championship in 2011 in Clearwater, Florida.
Oh, yeah.
but I got injured 1 month before, so I was never able to complete a world championship. So fast forward, I took a 14-year break from multisport, and I came back last year.
Wow.
I came back last year and I competed in NAGT, CAMSOR 5150, Cebu 70.3, June full Ironman, and then I qualified in Davao for Marbella. So that was my first year back.
From my 14-year break.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a long list the last year that you joined, though.
Yeah, it's a high load, huh?
Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll come back later.
Yes.
But you mentioned about fitness first, 2011. Your batchmates then, or your contemporaries at the time, because I know that it has a cycling team.
Yes.
Has a multi-sport.
We were a cycling heavy team. A lot of strong cyclists in the group.
I was able. My teammates back then were Mark Ellis, Coach Dorai, Patrick Holson, a lot of the OGs.
Coach Annie De Leon, she was also part of the fitness first team.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. And 2011, your base. So you mentioned that you have a pretty good base on cycling talaga. That's your strength.
Yes,
And then multisport, triathlon, 2011. Nito na last year lang ko talaga serious on triathlon or
my first year back in triathlon was last year.
yes,
But around the pandemic, I wanted to get back in cycling. So I got back in cycling. Then for a while I was doing bikes and coffee community rides.
that's where we met.
That's where I met you. We did that Laguna Loop.
So that was my first year getting my fitness back, but I was still
I was still a bit heavy.
Yeah.
and then after I did that bikes and coffee community rides, I did my first marathon that year.
majors or
Yeah, I did New York
Ah,
Marathon
okay.
in 2023.
So that's how I was able to lose some of the weight because I was training for the marathon.
So I think
New York was in November 2023. And then January 2024 was my first triathlon.
Oh,
an
so
AGT
an
sprint.
AGT. Yeah,
Sprint.
yeah.
Yeah, that was my first one.
Oh, and you aced that race, I remember. Yeah.
I don't know if I aced it, but I did. I did okay. I did
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Yeah. But that was a sprint.
Yeah.
Sprint. So
So we built it up. I did my sprint. Then Camsor was the Olympic distance.
July, no?
Yeah, it was something like that. I did an Olympic distance in Camsors. And then after Camsor, I did the 70.3.
in Cebu.
In Cebu.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was
CC
building it
Max,
up.
yeah. Nice, nice. So, syempre for context for non-triathletes or multi-sport athletes that who doesn't know you, basically, you came from fitness first, you had a cycling background,
Yes.
and I see your social media, you love triathlon, but the passion is there. Tell us about triathlon. Why do you like it so much? I think you breathe, eat, drink, sleep, triathlon.
It's something that it was a sport I left 14 years ago.
And I was very immature then, so I don't think I was ready to lead the sport. It was something that really I enjoyed and I loved doing. And then having an opportunity to come back last year, it it made me you know love love the sport again. It made me realize why leave something that mattered so much to you. So this time around, I wanted to make sure that I give my best effort, and in doing so, it helped me with my health and my fitness, and helping me have that competitive spirit again. So triathlon is something that really matters and means a lot to me. It's something I enjoy doing, and it's something I want to do each day.
Oh, wala eh. Grabe yung training mo eh. Yeah. So, kasi you always talk about the why, di ba? The purpose eh. A lot of people would go to a multi-sport triathlon, like you do marathons, running, when the Ironman levels, I kept asking, should you want to do something or you have a goal in mind? And basically, you mentioned about the World Championships. Yes. We qualified for Davao last year. Yes. So tell us about your preparations there. Because I also remember pala, wait la, I remember I got to be with Paolo during Bagay Bagay Triathlon Camp.
Yes,
I remember.
yes. We were preparing for full Ironman Subi.
Yeah. About me or sa Pilipinas?
Yeah, just a month before the full Iron.
Yeah. So, your trainings din sa siyempre, dragging load, right? Compared to before now, the time or hours in training, how would you describe it? What will be?
You mean that from fitness first until compared?
I don't know, I mean, just last year.
Oh, just last year. My load is actually pretty high. I average about 22 hours a week.
2 hours.
22 hours a week, and my rest days I swim.
Rest days.
I swim. So every Monday is a rest day, but there's I swim.
So if we,
Active recovery lang, no?
yeah, 4K active recovery on the swim.
Okay.
But for the most part, it's something that I got used to doing. Um, Having a load heavy schedule.
It worked well for me. It was able to help me prepare for the races.
And
I don't mind doing it if I have the time to do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, the passion talaga. And you were still with I remember you with Meg.
Yes,
Team
I was
Meg
with Team Meg White. I was with Alex Dizon.
Yeah.
And he was
the OGs.
he was my training buddy.
Yeah.
So every time I have training,
Kailangan
bro,
duo, bro.
yeah, so I
Yeah,
always go,
diba?
Alex, tara, train tayo. Okay, sige bro. So,
but Alex has gotten he's a little busy now preparing with with certain aspects so his life. He doesn't have that that time that to train like how we used to. Yeah, yeah.
And you're also connected with Opers.
Yeah,
Racing team. Exactly.
is for boss Shintaro Valdez. So I've committed to him to join executive cycling races a bit.
And at the same time, I race for Opus Land Motorsport now.
A small T for now.
Okay. You ever think of, competing on the side three stage kasi the good.
Yes, yes.
Very good for the cycling
Yes,
community.
yes.
Before I got injured, I told boss that I was gonna race the Tour Marabongkay this year,
Exactly. Okay. That's enough.
October, 1 month before Marbella. But now with what had happened, I'm just taking it one day at a time, and we'll see how the body feels and if I am able to recover for that. It's very
Grueling. It's a hard race. It's a non-stop race.
Yeah. Wow. And definitely, all of these preparations were really result kasi would definitely still. I mean, you got already your coin before your Barbella. Yes, yeah, so Davao. And I think you finished, ano ba, top 5 yata for Ironman Davao. The first Davao course last year, di ba? No, it was a different course, eh. Right, eh. So and then, how was it? How was your, your experience with the Davao course last year?
Davao was it really helped with that race because the sun wasn't out the whole race. I think the sun came out around 12. So the whole time I was on the bike and the whole time that we were on the run, the sun hardly came out. And kudos to sunrise events like there's buhos and ice like every 10.
So on the, so we were
We're able to like cool down our bodies. You're able to very spoiled that race. We were able to cool down our bodies and be able to race at a high level like the whole time. So that's why the Davao was probably a very memorable race for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saya, yeah. I mean, it's not gonna happen this year, di ba?
Yeah, nah. Yeah, but it was a good race. You enjoy racing Davao.
Wow. And sige. Ito na yung pinaka-importante na sige. So before we get to how to prevent injury, how did you get injured, bro? I mean, Sin, you've been talking about, siyempre, a lot of athletes will be listening on, how can they really, prevent it?
I think just I don't really talk about my injury too much. It's
Okay.
it's
So this is the first time talaga that would be.
yeah, because it's me being an athlete. I feel like it comes with the territory. You can't really train and be like, oh, I'm not gonna do this because I might get injured, or I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to get injured. I just do what's prescribed in the program, man. It was unfortunate that while I was doing intervals in Vermosa, I was doing I think 200-meter intervals, zone 4, zone 5. I'd be here lying if I didn't say I didn't push myself, but I was pushing myself within the zones. And then I ended up tearing I had a full tear of my gastrocnemius calf muscle,
You're right.
a medial side,
Okay.
a whole tear about 3.6 centimeters. And then my soleus, because there's two muscles in the calf, the gastrocnemius and the soleus. And my soleus muscle was a grade 1 strain. So
that happened on March 25.
It was strain in levels. Yeah, I know about
Grade 1 strains probably about maybe
from 1 to 10.
maybe 3.
Okay.
Not that high. You're probably 2 to 4 weeks on a grade 1 strain
Okay.
recovery. But my full tear on the gastrocnemius,
doc told me I'd probably be out 120 days.
Oh, 130 days.
120 days.
Okay.
And then we tried to speed up recovery a bit. We did 2 PRP injections.
PRP.
Yeah, so they took out my blood and then they injected it into the injured part of my calf to speed up the recovery process and whatnot. So with the PRP, they had me at about 69 days.
Wow.
For
Talaga na
recovery.
fast track, ano?
I'm at 46
Yeah.
days now.
46. I count it every day. So I'm doing a little bit of light run, walk, light biking outside. So
And we're you're younger, 40 to 40.
I'm 40. Yeah, I'm 43 right now. So
we just took the recovery one day at a time because we really didn't know how the body would react to tearing your calf and if I'll be able to compete at the level I want to compete at again. So I just took everything one day at a time. Didn't blame anybody. It's my fault. Yeah. But when it happened, I always tried to have a positive attitude, still filled with gratitude and just work each day to try to get back to a level that I can compete again.
Alam mo yan yung what I like about that perspective and that mindset eh. Kasi, I mean, if you're in team, definitely, if you're healthy, you fast, you bike fast, swim fast, yes. You're always in a conversation of claiming, yes, and getting fast. Pero when you're injured,
Oh yeah.
definitely, when you're in that group, for example, the chat, hindi ka na makakasama, hindi ka na makakapag-comment, with everything. So, definitely your motivation, your inner and it goes down definitely. Motivated. Sometimes it's a toll to some of the people. How did you how did you have that mindset, bro? Ever this before or you had that fighter attitude, you had that warrior
No,
since
I wouldn't say. I just try to approach each day.
With a sense of gratefulness and gratitude. And these are things like we can't control as athletes, like be injured. So when I got injured and I had the MRI, I had a lot of people ask what happened, what happened. Yeah, comments,
good and bad.
Yeah, good and bad. Oh yeah.
racing people again. You're not supposed to be racing them. And as a life as an athlete, I understand everybody and I understand the community. But we always train each day because we have goals that we set for ourselves. So if you're training at a high level or at this speed or at that pace, the purpose of you doing it is because you wanna keep improving it and you want to keep pushing your body to that level that you dream of, and that's basically why I wake up each day. That's basically my purpose because we're all chasing that dream. We're all chasing the goals we set for ourselves. So that's basically been my attitude and my mindset. And I don't blame anyone for my injuries or my misfortune.
But my mindset is to
Recover and compete again at a level that you know will make me proud.
Nice. We're proud of you.
yeah. Thanks,
Galing,
man.
And kasi not a lot of people would have that that focus. Ako, I've been there, bro. Kumbaga, uh, there will be times that you have, that times you question, do you have to do this far, maybe you have to do it again, different time, diba? So that's the ano ba, slope that sometimes athletes really get that feeling, diba? Yes, sometimes go there. And being injured is hard. Sometimes to get step aside, if you're on that state. But no good thing you do to us. That's how you bounce back from injury.
Yeah, I just try. Just to always have that level of understanding and maturity.
Yeah.
To
Yeah, so your team support right now is still there. And then how are you now gradually going back? You talk about, yeah, I've had 20 hours before. Then ngayon, parte how is it?
I'm at 17 hours now.
Whoa.
17 hours now, and that's including I have no restrictions on swimming.
Okay, before I can swim every day.
I can, but to a point, if I feel pain, I must stop. Before, I could only swim with a pool boy.
So that's that. If
that's
there's
my
pain,
restriction.
stop.
Yes.
Okay.
Or
any
use.
any
They advise me pool boy. Swim with a pool, boy. Don't kick your legs. So that's
My bike has restrictions now and my run has restrictions now. But in regards to the system around me, I have a doc.
Doc,
Si Doc.
Jeng.
Yeah, si Doc Jen, yeah.
Doc Jeng, and then
And I have Coach Manelli.
that's the PT here in Santi Barley.
Oh, yeah.
So she's been
I've been working with them. Sure, I communicate with them
3 times a day?
no, probably not
10 times a day.
Yeah.
everything I do. I communicate because I don't want to have
Everything that you feel.
Anything I feel, anything I do, I communicate because I don't want any miscommunication along the mic. And I let them know how I feel. And then I also communicate with Coach Debes. Oh, set. Yeah, because he's also a PT.
Yeah.
And then he's also been helping me uh, get back my fitness and to a level where, I will make me make myself prouder, happy. So those have basically been the system around me since I've been. Yeah.
And definitely with said,
Yeah.
he has someone on that level. Definitely. He's also kind of from a medical.
He understands the body really well. So he was one of the first people I texted because he understands how the body works. He understands how to help me get back that fitness that I lost.
So I think from here on forward, I'll be working with Coach Tevis a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So you're up to 17 hours now.
Yeah.
You have about
17 hours, that's with PT.
PT and also with strength.
With straight, PTS, swimming, uh, zero resistance biking, walking.
Yeah.
All good.
So first talk about I mean, bouncing back on injury definitely PT sessions are very important.
Yes. Yes.
How many times do you do it in a week right now?
I'm at Santi Barley Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays with
Coach
3
Manelli.
times a week.
3 times a week. And then if I'm at home, I'll do some exercises on my own.
Roll, tapos AC. Yeah, also have those.
I have lots of band work, lots of strengthening exercise with my calves. And then I have a lot of like shockwave therapy, other therapy techniques that they use to help my calf regain the strength that it lost.
You do that needling.
I'm not able
Before.
before. Yes, I
Consistently would get PT every week before.
Yeah.
I would consistently get PT, consistently sleep early. I don't really go out.
anymore. I do Normatec recovery
Oh, yeah,
every
the
day.
books, yeah.
So I did everything. I even came into the season about 12 pounds lighter than 2024.
Yeah.
So I really gave my best going into 2025.
With the mindset of competing at the world championship stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a particular level that you wanted it. And
Yeah.
you mentioned kaya kanina, di ba, na you wanted to be in the level of cycling even before with
Yeah, when I was with fitness first.
But I haven't felt that I got into that level yet. I felt like I've gotten close, but not quite to where I once was in 2011. But I chase it. That's what I chase. I chase that feeling now.
Almost there.
I can be on this shape again.
Yeah, it's never when I was racing for the fitness first cycling, I was 28 years old at the time. Now I'm 43.
So, but
I hope I can achieve it. I get to that level again.
be able to race at that high level again.
So with all this PT and everything, say, bro, diba? Bumabas kanina, we were talking. I mean, why did it happen again? Ano? So parang, sabi ko nga, it happened here in Hermosa, tapos, ano mo, maybe some things really
Yeah.
happened.
I probably got a lot of people that gave their 2 cents on why it happened. Okay, got
Your top.
tough races. I pushed beyond my limits, which caused my cap to tear. I got it was a ticking time bomb with everything that I've been doing through the past years that was just bound to happen. Okay. I got that's the life of them of an athlete. There's just some things that you can control, some things you can't control. Um, despite why it happened, the reason why. I really don't know, but
I don't. I don't. Yeah, I don't really
really
try to think about that too much. I think there's a purpose for all things we go through in life.
and I think whatever the purpose is,
We might not see it now, but eventually down the road,
um we'll know what the purpose was. And like you said, I don't have a bad attitude about it. I don't say it's because of my training. It's because this, yeah. It just happened, and
Or because some people or athletes will get to blame other people.
yeah, and, you know, I've always told everybody.
anybody or anybody I would ask, it's no one's fault but Paolo's fault. The reason why this happened, and it happened to me, and I just got to bounce back from it. That's my mindset. Just got to bounce back. You just got to come back.
A positive, yeah, focused, and the support that you had, your team, your family, your PT, and some yeah, the fitness.
Yeah, I had best support, best team around me. I got people inspiring me
I'm still inspired each day. Like,
to come back, and that's what drives me each day.
And I hope some of our viewers and listeners will also have that inspiration partner, your focus, and also that kind of mindset. I mean, not all people have that. You're positive about it, and I hope they will adapt this when they see this
sana.
episode.
Yeah.
When they hear this episode on Spotify.
Cool.
All right, and ano ba ba? You're going to Marbella. Your dad races pa this coming August. If it's gonna split then in Cebu, are you still gonna push Cebu or
As much as possible.
I want to do Cebu. That's what I'm focusing on. I don't have the green light yet from my doctors and from the team. But we will play that day by day. But I would like to get one race in before Marbella. Uh
I want to be able to see where I'm at, where the cap's at, and just take it from there.
they're cautious because they don't want me to be injured before Marbella again.
it's gonna be? I'm sure it's gonna be too much harder if you do enter the games.
Yeah, exactly. So, but we just trusting my doctors and the team, and if they say it's a green light, go, I go. No questions asked. We go. We go compete in Cebu.
All right,
Yeah. Yeah.
nice. Um, Bro, again, take your time to talk to our viewers and listeners. Advice on injury prevention.
I'm probably the worst person to ask regarding injury prevention, but
Your lessons, bro.
My I take recovery very seriously. I take recovery very seriously at 43 years old. Like I was telling Raul kanina, I don't go out. I'm in bed by 8 p.m.
I don't drink. I don't have any vices.
As much as possible, I do PT sessions once a week. I do Normatec every day, and then I just follow the program my coach gives me. And I wake up with a sense of purpose. You know, do what you love, because at any time, this sport can be taken for you. So my mindset is wake up each day, remain grateful, thankful, do your best, and the results. I'm not really focused on my time. Like I need to get a sub this, sub that.
Yeah.
My focus.
So it's not just stop that.
I never go into a race saying I need to get a sub this, sub.
Yeah.
My focus is the things I do each day, is how I prepare each day. And if I get this time or that time, that's just a bonus. But doing what I need to do each day, giving my best each day, hopefully the results will follow. And
That's always been my mindset.
Yeah. Heart of gratitude, very important.
yeah.
Bouncing back to whatever injury or even in life. Because I admit it, life gets into you.
Yeah,
I heard about.
of course. And I try to be as mature as possible. And I try to take care of my health and my body, every way I can. And I try not to abuse it too much. Regarding the load, I do train at a high load, and I just follow what's given to me, and I report how my body feels. And I felt good doing it. I didn't feel like sluggish or tired. I feel good each day, so I continued to do that. And then we'll see what approach I take going into Marbella. If it's gonna be a lower load now, but we'll see once I get the go light
and the green light with no restrictions.
Okay, we will be rooting for you.
We appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So hopefully I could come back.
And you're coming back. This is a comeback. Yeah. This is one of the stories that we wanted to really, reinforce,
Yes.
especially in the podcast. Kasi, I mean, injuries happen, but it's really your attitude towards that and how you bounce back on injury.
Yeah.
Really, yeah. Bro, thank anyone that did that attack, into this journey. You've been in the triathlon multisport since 2011.
Yes.
So 15, no? Ito na, no? 40, almost 15 years pa. Sige, bro.
Just keep it short. I mean, everybody knows who they are, who's helped me along the way, who's guided me in the sport, who's guided me in my comeback. I'm thankful for each and every one of you, my family, my friends, coaches.
Just thankful.
Brands, bro. Brands. Hey,
Brands. Many brands help support me.
Alam mo na yan.
Yeah.
Number one, probably boss Jamie. Yeah, he's really been supportive and helped me along the journey. So I'm very thankful to each and every
one of you guys.
Jamie, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. For sure. So.
Alright. And definitely we'll see each other soon.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Man, thank you for
Yes.
taking this time, and we'll be watching you and definitely we'll be supporting you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks so much, sir.
Appreciate it.
Definitely, if you want to be inspired and have that mental fortitude, like Paolo, definitely is the guy to watch. Preparing and even training, half or even slightly injured, but then, pero striving, if
Trying.
trying.
And you could follow Brooklyn Bee Shopper also.
Yes.
Alright, Brooklyn Bee Shopper.
Yeah.
That's where if you need some of the latest and hottest gear in multi sports or any sports.
We'll put that link
Yes,
in the
sir.
description.
Yes, sir.
And yeah. By the way, this episode has always been a support of Vector.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Vector CC Vector this was so. By the way, we were giving this guy siyempre some socks of a Vector collab.
Yes.
Cool Max.
It's actually a
yeah.
good tri-suit also. Shout out Vector.
Siyempre.
We use that for Opus Land multi-sport. Is the Vector tri-suit. Good product. Check it out, guys.
Look it up. www.vector.cc. Yeah. So
Link below. Yeah.
oh, their socials. So thank you, Victor, and also sa Nartek and Games Hub, and to all of you who have been continuously supporting us, also watching and also listening to our YouTube and Spotify pages. Please continue to do so. That small gesture of clicking that thumb button or icon will really greet people, other people that are also endurance athletes like Paolo Sauler here.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we'll see you soon on the next episode of Shop Assistant Podcast. Bye.